Guys, and welcome back to another video in this week's intermediate tutorial. So in this video we're going to be talking about a brand new concept that's very widely known and sometimes a little bit confusing: Java inheritance. And Java inheritance honestly is such a huge topic that this video is basically just going to skim the surface of it, and we're just going to talk a little bit about what it is and the very basics. So about Java inheritance, when we think of the word inheritance or inheriting, well, the first thing I think of are genes, and not like the genes like the hand-me-downs from your sister, but like genes as in what genes do you inherit from your parents. So this is kind of similar to inheriting genes, right? We will have different classes, and these classes will inherit things from one another. So we have two keywords to learn: subclass and superclass. And your subclass is the child class, and your superclass is the parent class. So people like to refer to these as the parent class or the child class. I'll use them both ways, just know they mean the same thing. And the parent class is the class being inherited from. Similarly, your parents are the people who you inherit things from. And then your subclass or the child class is the class inheriting another class, just like I am a child who inherits different things from my parents, right? Both good and bad, but yeah, so basically Java inheritance is when we use the extends keyword, and I feel like this should be bolded. So the extends keyword is kind of like the big deal. We use that keyword to show that we're inheriting something. So we inherit from a class using the extends keyword. And basically, when you use the extends keyword, you're basically saying that the class inherits the attributes and methods of the class you're inheriting from, right? So let's just look at this example over here. We have a vehicle class and a car class. Now, my vehicle class is my superclass. This is my parent class. It's the class that is kind of like the original, the OG, right? So basically, in here we have some variables as well as a function. Now over here I have another class, but this time we have the keyword extend. So this is something new that we're seeing, but this is basically saying that this is our child class. Our car class is our child class inheriting from the vehicle class. And basically then your car class will also be able to use your variables and functions from your vehicle class. So let's go try to type that out and we'll see what happens. So I have my REPL, and the first thing that I'm going to do is create my superclass. So let's do vehicle.java. We should know how to do this, and this is just a normal class. So class vehicle, there we go. And then let's give it protected variables. I don't want to do any private variables or anything like that. We will learn about protected variables from 2 videos from now. So for now, I'm going to use the protected variables. You will learn about what they mean 2 videos from now, but let's just write them like this for now. So protected string name. So now let's give our variables, our vehicles, a name. So this is going to be like a general name that we use for all of our vehicles. So what do we want to name it? Let's name them Lightning McQueen. Okay, so all of our vehicles in the class will be named Lightning McQueen. Now, all of our vehicles are also going to have a function. So public void sound, because like I guess vehicles make noises, right? So we'll do system.out.println and vroom, watch me go, right? Like, this is kind of weird, but this is just a very simple function that prints out 1 line of code. So this is my vehicle class, and up until now, everything besides the protected keyword should make sense because we've been doing this for a long time. Now, we're going to move on to the next part. So now I'm going to create a scooter class. So I'm not going to do a car. I mean, cars are cool, but let's go old school. I mean, I don't know why people don't really use scooters anymore. Actually, maybe it's because scooters are cool until you turn like 9 and then they stop being cool. Okay, so we'll start off with class scooter, and then we'll do extend vehicle. So we're using the extends keyword, which means that Scooter, in a second, when we create the object, will be able to access these protected and functions. Okay, so keep that in mind. And all I'm going to do is give it another protected int this time, and I'm going to give it a ID. So my Scooter is going to have a special ID that I'm going to refer it to, and for now I'm going to leave that blank. I don't want to set that to anything. I want to be able to set that myself. Or actually, we'll see. Actually, yes, we're going to be able to set that ourselves. Well, now we have our normal class, our super class. This is the parent class, and then we have the class Scooter inheriting from the vehicle class. There we go, I forgot the ID. And then, last but not least, we actually have to implement it. However, guys, there's actually two different ways we would be able to create our objects. And so I'm going to show you these two different ways, and we'll see what the difference between them is. And there is a difference. So the first way is the one that we probably know. We would say Scooter, my Scooter, or actually let's go with Scooter1 is equal to new Scooter. Right? This one makes sense. It's class name, object name is equal to new class name. We know how this works. However, there's also this way. Vehicle, Scooter2 is equal to new Scooter. Now, what are the differences between these two, and how might they work a little differently? Okay, so Scooter1 is equal to new Scooter. This works entirely only with this Scooter class. Now, since the Scooter class extends the vehicle class, it means that your Scooter1 would be able to have everything from your protected integer over here to this protected string and this function. So you would be able to access everything from your Scooter and your vehicle. But this second one over here, Scooter2, vehicle Scooter2 is equal to new Scooter, you would not be able to access your Scooter. So you would not be able to access this protected integer. You'd only be able to access these protected strings and the function. So that is the difference between these two. We're going to be working with this one for now. Next video is going to be working with the other type, and we'll see. So Scooter1 is equal to new Scooter. Now I want to show you guys how we can use everything from the function in the vehicle class to our protected string and our protected integer. So that's what I'm going to show you guys. Well, first I'm going to run the function. So I'll say Scooter1 dot, what was the function? I believe it was sound, right? So Scooter1.sound, and that just runs the function. Now we can also set a value to the ID. So the Scooter1 has a unique ID, .id, and let's set it equal to some random numbers that I put down, and I have 238436. And so this is our ID. I've set the ID, and now last but not least, let's go ahead and print it out. And I'm going to print it out by using system.out.println, and I'm going to say our Scooter name is, and this actually is from vehicle, and we'll say Lightning McQueen. But this time we'll say Scooter1.name. Scooter1 because the protected string name is name, so that's why we do that. And has the unique ID of, this time just Scooter1.id. Okay, so let's run this, make sure it works, and then explain every little step again. So we're waiting for it to run, and let's just see what it gives us. So the program ran, and we got our answer, and it works. So it says, vroom, vroom, watch me go. Our Scooter name is Lightning McQueen and has the unique ID of 238436. So this shows us that when we create it with the inheritance and using the extends keyword, not only does our object be able to use everything in the Scooter class, it can also use everything in our vehicle class. Now, taking for granted that everything works keyword-wise. If this word was private, it would not work. But we specifically use the keyword protected, which again, I'll talk about in 2 more videos. And yeah, so basically to sum it up, we use inheritance to be able to inherit things from parent class to child class. And basically when we do that, our child class has everything that the parent class can do in addition to the things that the current child class can do. Okay, so that is the inheritance video, a brief skim over the big topic, an endless void topic in my opinion. And next I'll see you for a very similar concept about polymorphism. So I will see you guys then. Bye guys.